The Thule Society, an enigmatic and highly influential secret society, was one of the many ideological and mystical movements that emerged in the chaotic aftermath of World War I. Rooted in occultism, radical nationalism, and racial supremacy, the Thule Society played an instrumental role in shaping the foundations of Nazi ideology. This secretive group left an indelible mark on history, both through its direct influence on the Nazi Party and its long-lasting impact on conspiracy theories and the modern understanding of extremist movements. To truly grasp the magnitude of the Thule Society's impact, one must explore its origins, beliefs, rituals, and connections to the Nazi regime. By doing so, we uncover how a blend of mysticism, pseudoscience, and racial ideologies contributed to one of the darkest periods in human history. The Thule Society was founded in Munich in 1918, during a time of extreme upheaval in Germany. The end of World War I had left the nation shattered, both economically and politically. The Treaty of Versailles imposed harsh reparations, while hyperinflation and widespread unemployment created an atmosphere of desperation and anger. Amid this chaos, many Germans sought solace in nationalist movements that promised to restore the country's former glory. The Völkisch movement, a collection of nationalist and anti-Semitic ideologies glorifying the purity of the Germanic people, gained significant traction during this period. It was within this broader cultural and political context that the Thule Society emerged. The society attracted a mix of intellectuals, aristocrats, and radicals who sought to revive a mythical Aryan past as a means of legitimizing their nationalist aspirations. Rudolf von Sebottendorf, an occultist and adventurer, founded the Thule Society as a branch of the Germanen-Orden, a secret order focused on Germanic racial purity. Von Sebottendorf was deeply influenced by esoteric traditions, including theosophy and alchemy, and incorporated these elements into the society's teachings. From its inception, the Thule Society was more than a political organization. It was a spiritual movement that sought to connect its members to the mystical roots of the Aryan race. The society's name, Thule, was derived from the ancient Greek and Roman accounts of a distant northernmost land beyond the edges of the known world. While historical Thule was often associated with Scandinavia or Iceland, the Thule Society reinterpreted the concept as the lost ancestral homeland of the Aryan race. According to the society's mythology, Thule was a utopian civilization inhabited by a superior race of beings who were the progenitors of the Germanic peoples. The fall of Thule, they believed, marked the beginning of racial degeneration, and the society's mission was to reclaim this lost heritage. This myth served as a powerful symbol of racial and cultural purity, reinforcing the idea that Germany's destiny lay in restoring the dominance of the Aryan race. The Thule Society's ideology was deeply rooted in occultism and mysticism. Members believed in the existence of a hidden spiritual dimension that could be accessed through secret knowledge and rituals. This esoteric worldview blended elements of Nordic paganism, Eastern mysticism, and esoteric Christianity, creating a unique and highly eclectic belief system. One of the society's core tenets was the concept of the root races, borrowed from theosophy. According to this idea, humanity had evolved through a series of racial stages, with the Aryans representing the pinnacle of spiritual and physical development. This belief justified the society's emphasis on racial purity and its virulent anti-Semitism. The Thule Society also embraced the swastika, an ancient symbol of life, strength, and regeneration, as a representation of their Aryan heritage. This symbol would later be adopted by the Nazi Party and transformed into an emblem of hatred and tyranny. Rituals played a significant role in the society's activities. These ceremonies often involved invocations of ancient Aryan gods, meditation practices designed to awaken latent spiritual powers, and attempts to commune with the hidden forces of the universe. The secrecy and exclusivity surrounding these rituals added to the society's allure, attracting individuals who were drawn to its mystique and sense of purpose. While the Thule Society's occult practices were central to its identity, its political and social beliefs were equally significant. The society was vehemently anti-Semitic, viewing Jews as the primary obstacle to the realization of Germany's nationalist aspirations. This hatred was rooted in pseudo-scientific racial theories that depicted Jews as biologically and culturally inferior. The society also promoted the idea of Germany as a spiritually chosen nation destined to lead the world. This belief was closely tied to their mythology of Thule and the Aryan race. By framing their nationalism in spiritual terms, the Thule Society provided a powerful ideological justification for their political ambitions. The Thule Society's transition from an esoteric group to a political force began in the chaotic early years of the Weimar Republic. The Society's members were deeply involved in right-wing politics, and they sought to influence the direction of Germany's future by promoting nationalist and anti-Semitic agendas. In 1919, the Thule Society played a key role in the founding of the German Workers' Party DAP, a precursor to the Nazi Party. While the DAP was initially a small and insignificant group, it gained prominence under the leadership of Adolf Hitler, who joined the party later that year. Although Hitler was not a formal member of the Thule Society, he was heavily influenced by its ideas, particularly its emphasis on Aryan superiority and its anti-Semitic worldview. Key members of the Thule Society, including Rudolf Hess, Alfred Rosenberg, and Dietrich Eckart, were instrumental in shaping Hitler's early political career. Eckart, in particular, served as a mentor to Hitler, introducing him to the Society's ideology and promoting him as the savior of Germany. As the Nazi Party gained traction in the 1920s and 1930s, the Thule Society began to fade into obscurity. Hitler, ever the pragmatist, distanced himself from the Society's occult roots, recognizing that its mystical beliefs and secretive nature could undermine the party's appeal to the German masses. The Society's influence diminished as the Nazis consolidated power and transformed into a mass political movement. Despite its decline, the Thule Society's legacy lived on through its impact on Nazi ideology. The Society's racial theories, mythology, and symbolism were deeply embedded in the Nazi propaganda machine, shaping the regime's policies and worldview. The Thule Society's shadowy history has made it a subject of fascination and speculation in modern times. Conspiracy theories often depict the Society as a sinister cabal that possessed secret knowledge of advanced technologies, ancient civilizations, or even extraterrestrial beings. While these claims lack credible evidence, they reflect the enduring mystique of the Thule Society and its association with the occult. The Society also serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of blending mysticism with political ideology. By fusing occult beliefs with racial and nationalist ideologies, the Thule Society created a powerful narrative that justified hatred and violence. This narrative, in turn, paved the way for the atrocities of the Nazi regime. The Thule Society occupies a unique and troubling place in history. It was a product of its time, born out of the social, political, and spiritual upheaval of post-World War I Germany. Through its blend of mysticism, nationalism, and anti-Semitism, the Society laid the ideological groundwork for one of history's most destructive regimes. As we reflect on the Thule Society's legacy, we are reminded of the dangers of extremism and the human capacity for both creation and destruction. The Society's rise and fall offer valuable lessons about the interplay between ideology, power, and the allure of mysticism in times of uncertainty. By studying this dark chapter in history, we can better understand the forces that shape our world and strive to prevent such tragedies from occurring again.